Welcome back to What I Know. Today I have a young lady that is so amazing. She is powerful when she speaks, and I am happy that I met her. And she really helped a lot of folks to get to the next level. And I would like for her to introduce herself. My guest, Miss Jacqueline.
Hello, Kevin. And my introduction of myself is I am the founder and CEO of Powell to Empower. So I am a keynote speaker, a positive psychology coach, and an author.
Okay, awesome, awesome. And now let's start at the beginning. Where are you from? And what kind of molded you to be where you are today?
I am originally from Canada, just a couple hours east of Toronto. Yeah, most people know where Rochester, New York is, and I always say right across the lake from Rochester.
Okay.
And I moved down to the States in 2001. I was on a sports visa, then a green card, and I became a citizen in 2019.
Okay.
And transitioned into the corporate world from sports, and part of my job in the corporate industry was working with people around the country in different companies around the globe, and that was my favorite part. It was working with people, so that kind of sprung the idea to launch Powell to Empower.
I can tell that you like working with people because seeing how you light up whenever you're, coaching someone and helping them to be the better version of themselves.
Thank you.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So what was your childhood like?
Well, I tell everybody I won the parent lottery. I'm very, very blessed with amazing parents. And everything we did revolved around horses. My parents had horses before I was born. And so that's basically, they still have parents on the farm to this day. And so my childhood was lots of time riding horses around the pasture, then eventually competing in Ontario and then throughout the U.S.
Okay, awesome. So you love to ride horses.
Yes.
So do you currently have a horse or ride a horse?
I do. I still have him. He is 20 years old this month, and I bought him when he was 2. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah, we're longtime dance partners now.
That's awesome. And what influenced you the most as you were growing up to do what you do now?
I would definitely say my parents are a top influence. They are, my dad is very outgoing. My mom is a workaholic type thing in all the right ways. Mm-hmm. She has such incredible drive and love for the family. And then I would also say outside of my parents, it was my horse family, all the people that supported me in my equestrian endeavors. Mm-hmm. So they were like second grandparents, aunts and uncles. We called them family, even though they're not blood, but they were family. So there was Burl and Kay and Wayne and Heather and many, many others. But it was just all the camaraderie, the togetherness. They all had an amazing influence on me.
It sounds like you love to congregate, be with a lot of people. And do you currently have your family? Are you married? Do you have kids?
I am married, and I say that I brought the 4-legged children to our marriage, and he brought the 2-legged children. So I have 2 bonus boys.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. How old are they?
They are 17 and 20.
Wow.
Yeah.
17 and 20. So you
Yes.
didn't get to go through those age where you were, what do you call it, the terrible twos and those.
I missed all of those fun moments and stuff like that. However, I came into their lives around the 10 and 13 age, and they were welcoming and open to me from day one. They were amazing, amazing boys.
Awesome. Glad to hear. So what would you say is the biggest turning point for you at this point in your journey to where you are today?
It'd be tough for me to decide between 2 of them.
Okay.
When I realized that life threw a pretty big curveball at me on my sports visa, my goal back then was to be on the Olympic team. And life threw a pretty big curveball, and I had to pivot really quick. So I had to walk away from the equestrian industry and kind of reinvent myself, which was really difficult because my entire identity had been wrapped around and solely connected to the horse world. Right. So that was kind of like finding myself again. And then I would say quite recently, when I went through a second divorce and trying to figure out be on my own at 40 years old or 39 years old type thing. And so that was a pretty big personal pivot.
Okay. So what would you say that keeps you going through those difficult times?
Probably learning how to love the person in the mirror.
Learning how to love yourself.
Yeah.
That's a major, major thing for most people, learning how to love themselves.
Absolutely. Through it all. It's not easy to get there, but once you get there, it's a pretty empowering place to be.
So what drives you today beyond success, money, and recognition?
I would say just the ability to help others. That's always been a driver for me is to leave a positive influence no matter where I go, whether that was in a corporate world or personally. I try not to go a single day without complimenting at least 5 strangers, as crazy as that sounds. Hold the door open for somebody, or, give somebody a call. Like, there's, the cashier at Walmart. I'm like, I love your earrings. They're so awesome. And it's just one little spark of maybe a bright moment for them.
Well, I can tell you that I'm a testament to that, because I see you do that every single week.
And it's from the heart. Like, I legit notice things and see things. I think people deserve to be told that they have a really cool butterfly brooch, or, like a great smile, like really cool glasses. Maybe that was new glasses for them, and little things like that can help out.
And it makes a difference, because that little thing that you comments that you make, or may kind of turn their entire day around, because you don't know what they're going through.
Absolutely.
At that point. Okay. What kind of impact do you want to leave behind?
I think, to me, and I hope it's not too repetitive, but to me the most important thing is that positivity ripple effect. That if I can help one person, that one person is hopefully a little bit better for themselves first, and then for their family second, for their coworkers or whomever they interact with throughout their day or their lives. Is I want to help them find the positivity in their life, to help them first and foremost. So I think if I can do that for, one person a day or one person a week type thing, or with every message that I get out there, then I know the ripple effect will keep going.
Okay. Exactly. Let's get real for a moment.
Okay.
All right. What has been the one thing, okay, that was one of the hardest things that seasons you've had, and how have that kind of what's the word I'm looking for? How that kind of shaped the rest of your life from there? Probably
going through my second divorce. I touch on it in a speech that I gave at Elevate Daytona last August, and it was a really difficult divorce. I was married to him for a number of years, and it was emotionally and psychologically rather abusive for a long time, to the point where my self-confidence was null and void. I couldn't picture walking my own journey. And that was really difficult. And the longer I was away from him, you could almost feel the sludge and the grayness just slowly fading away. And it took a long time to have my own voice in my head. It was always those negative things being said to me. Anytime I thought I should be good enough, it was those words coming in and tearing me down again. And it took a long time to realize that there was a difference between the things that he would say that would make me feel lonely, to the things that I would try to reprogram in my inner monologue to, it's okay to be alone, you're not lonely. So learning that difference and finding the confidence with that person in the mirror again was a tough journey. It wasn't a short journey, but it was a real pivotal moment for me. That was a really hard season, because like I said, my parents are incredibly supportive. But they're also in Canada. You can get a lot of support through Zoom and FaceTime and on a phone, but sometimes, you just want your mom to give you a hug or something, and that wasn't readily available. So it was tough to stay out of that negative monologue inside when you come home to an empty apartment or an empty house, and you get stuck. And
it's knowing and hearing you say you've been through that and seeing where you are right now, that shows how incredibly strong and powerful you are, because if you had not mentioned that or say anything regarding that, I wouldn't have never known that you've been through that difficult season. And what you've built is, and I was thinking as you were speaking, power to empower.
Yeah.
And that's, that derived from that is that to empower yourself first. Once you empower yourself, then anything is possible.
100%. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm glad that you came out of it strong and the way you are today, because you're incredible.
Thank you.
How do you handle pressure and uncertainty?
I would say pressure is one day at a time.
Okay.
Or one step at a time, one moment at a time, one project. Uncertainty is I try not to stress about the things I can't control. So, it's okay to be unsure about something, but there's no point in worrying or stressing over it.
Exactly, because it's not gonna make any difference if you stress, right?
It's not going to make it happen faster or guide you better. So, yeah.
What mindset shift that helps you grow?
I would say being able to change that inner monologue. That's work. That's reprogramming, a new neural pathway. That's changing what you automatically resort to. That's changing a muscle memory. So being able to change that inner monologue is a big mindset shift all in and of itself.
Yeah, because that being able to, we know most people, the easiest thing for them to do is talk their way out of opportunities and success.
Yes.
If they change that inner monologue to say, you deserve it, you are needed, your growth, your love, your all the positive, that makes it better for them to know, first of all, because they're telling themselves that they can do these things, and it makes them go out and actually do it and become successful.
Go out and try. It's okay if you fail forward. It's
Exactly.
okay. It's okay.
Now, one thing I like to say is I love to fail my way to success.
Right? You are such a strong person after that. Fail your way forward. Fail your way to success.
Because failure is learning.
Absolutely. And share the message with others.
Exactly.
They'll fail their own way, but that might help them, make other decisions or something. Yeah.
Right. And don't be afraid, because trust me, if you most people are thinking and worried about what other people think. Most of the time people ain't even thinking about you.
Right? Yes. Yes. For some reason we think that everybody is stuck on what we said or what we did. They're already wrapped up in their own world and their own craziness.
So tell us what you're working on right now.
So right now I'm kind of modifying a keynote speech that I have, and I'm kind of adding a new flair to it, so to speak. And it was a great segue off of what we just said. So it's Make Lemons Great Again. Make lemons great again. Yeah. I'm switching between that and Make Lemons Cool Again. Either way. I don't want to upset anybody, so Make Lemons Cool Again might be the one. But it's off of that, when life hands you lemons, make lemonade. Well, what if you hate lemonade?
Yeah.
What are you going to do? How do you make lemonade? Nobody tells you the how part.
Okay.
So with mental resilience kind of at the forefront of everything that I stand for, and I kind of want to encourage others, it's life is going to hand you lemons.
Yeah.
You're going to have to figure it out. And so here are some tools that I've used. Here are some, little mottos that has gotten me through type thing. And maybe we should start demanding lemons.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
You're going to learn. You're going to fail. You're going to figure it out, and you're going to move forward.
And failure is not bad.
It's not.
Yeah.
Stagnation equals negativity. So if you stay in the same place over and over, it's a lot easier for that negativity just to creep in and take a hold. So demand the lemons, embrace them, and learn from them and move forward.
So what actually inspired that project direction?
It was trying to figure out a way for everyone to relate to their hard times. We all have our difficult times on our journey, and no two journeys are the same. But the emotional upheaval we go through is relatable, right? We can all relate to those different pulling, exhausting emotions. So how can you explain to everybody that that the challenges that they're going through, you're going to make it through. You've already conquered 100% of your most difficult days.
Right.
Like, you're still here, still fighting, still learning. So what's one saying we've all heard at some point in time? It was, when life hands you lemons, make lemonade. So I was like, okay, well, what if we take that phrase, when life hands you lemons? Well, what are the lemons then? It's the divorce, it's not the promotion, it's, the breakup, or anything. It could be breaking a nail walking into an interview. It could be little tiny lemons, it could be big life-changing lemons. But either way, here is some help on how to navigate them all.
Awesome. Well, we want to take a break right now.
Get some lemons. or make some lemonade.
Welcome back. I'm here with Jacqueline from Powell to Empower. Welcome back, Jacqueline.
Thank you, Kevin.
So my question for you at this point is, with the world moving so fast now, how are you thinking about the current moment?
I think most of it would be keeping negativity at bay. There's a lot of negativity swirling around on doesn't matter if it's social media or news or anything like that. I think just working towards keeping that at bay is important.
Okay, awesome. So now, how has technology or AI changed the way you work or think?
Well, I use ChatGPT, and I have named her. Her name is Nova, and she's my very helpful secretary. I have been using her for about 17 months now,
wow.
And I only ask her questions or look for feedback or bounce ideas off of her when it has to do with Powell to Empower. Okay. So everything that's in her is mine for my business.
Right.
And so she's incredibly helpful.
So what do you think people are missing today in the culture?
I think the one thing that they are missing is the ability to unplug. Is the ability to step away from the cell phone, I call this our ball and chain, an Apple Watch, and step away from it all and just unplug and be by themselves for even just 5 minutes.
Right.
I think that's just unplug and stop the noise.
So that's actually one of my next questions was, how do you stay grounded with all the noise?
Staying grounded with all the noise for me is doing things that help me start my day the right way. So that's a cold plunge, yoga, or Pilates. Definitely walking my dogs. We have a very quiet hunk of land, for just 4 acres-ish. That's nice. In the woods. So walking my dogs around that. No phone, no nothing. Just I have this, unfortunately. Sometimes I can take it off, but it's just the dogs and I, Mother Nature, and just enjoying being able to look up and just see the birds, the sky. It's taking a moment to forget the noise, and I try to do that throughout the day too. That's the nice thing about working from home, is when you need just a moment to step away from the blue screen and the monotony of certain things, and take the dogs for a walk.
I take my dog for a walk maybe twice a day. Sometimes he's like he wants to go further than I want to go.
Right? Very strong persuasion.
So what does real leadership look like right now?
To me, I think real leadership should look like support and guidance. Mm-hmm. If you don't have that at the top of the leadership, how are you expecting your team to build and to grow without support or without guidance?
True. What values guide your decision and the way you move through life?
I would say the values for me is definitely, again, try not to be too repetitive, but gratitude is just being thankful for the people that I meet, the people that I can help, the people that I can connect, is just being grateful for all of those opportunities. And of course, having an incredibly supportive husband at home that's allowed me to go on this endeavor and support me through that as well. And so that's definitely some values that we like to share and see his my bonus boys, our
Yeah.
boys see that it's okay to change direction in life. It's okay to go through changes. It's okay to follow your dreams, and it's okay if those dreams change.
Right.
I think those are incredibly strong values to give to them as they, enter into college and beyond.
Yeah, awesome. So I think it's awesome to have that partnership with your husband to where,
Yeah.
because I met him at one of the events that we went to together, and he's pretty cool.
I think so.
He was hungry. He was ready.
Yeah, it was late in the evening.
It was way in the evening. It was after dinner time. We were.
You probably saw him when it crossed to hangry from hungry.
Yeah, it was, needed to get a Snicker.
Exactly.
What lessons you wish you learned earlier?
Ooh, I would say there's probably two that I wish I had learned. They're still a work in progress. Don't think that I've mastered them yet, but definitely one is being able to say no. Instead of being the people pleaser all the time. That's really, really difficult for me to say no.
I feel you on that.
Right? And I think struggling with perfectionism. To know that, I'm not saying one should just settle for good enough,
Right.
But don't hold yourself hostage to perfectionism. And those are two things. Again, I struggle with them to today. I'm far better than I was. But those are two things I wish I'd probably started that transition journey much earlier than I did. So.
Okay. What advice would you give someone who's starting from zero?
Starting from zero is probably a top one would be don't compare your journey. When you're starting from zero, don't compare. This is your journey, your zero, your goals. And know that it's okay to ask for help. There's incredible opportunities in your community, in your network, that people can give you advice for free. They will be happy to help you on your journey. And I think, to quote, in the 80s, the Guns N' Roses, is sometimes we just need a little patience.
Yeah.
Right?
So what habits have helped you stay focused and consistent throughout all this?
I would say first and foremost, and I don't want this to sound selfish in any way, but it's taking care of me. Like, I had to learn that. And we see those things on social media. You can't pour from an empty cup, and that takes a long time to learn. Especially, I think it's a little bit more difficult for females to get to that point, because we learn from our moms. She's taking care of the kids, or the husband, the animals, the house, the this, the that, working as well. So we're always pouring out. Sometimes we forget to pour in, and so I try to start my day with taking care of me. And being that way, I know I'm 100% there to support others throughout my day, whether that's, just regular connections, that's part of networking, that's definitely my family. My dogs are high maintenance, so that's definitely being there for them.
What kind of dogs do you have?
We have a Weimaraner and a Weimaraner Great Dane mix.
Oh, Weimaraner?
Close. A Weimaraner. They're like the gray ghosts. Yeah. They're about 80 pounds each, 80, 85. One's still
That's huge.
They're like wrap your arms around dogs. Yeah.
Wow.
It's a debate whether you're the little spoon or the big spoon.
I've never heard of that dog before.
Oh, well, they're pretty cool. They're a German breed for hunting, bird dogs. You know what a German short-haired pointer is?
Yes.
A silver version of that, basically. Same energy level.
Wow.
Yeah.
We have a Australian Shepherd. Lots of energy.
Yeah, so you feel me on the energy level, yeah.
Lots of energy.
The Great Dane, not so much.
He's more than a kid. I mean, he's like, oh my goodness.
Right? Go.
All right, so here we are at our lightning round.
All right.
Morning person or night owl?
100% morning person.
One book, podcast, or resource anyone should know?
I would love to shamelessly plug my book on one book everyone should know is Finding Your Way to Self-Love. And another book that means a lot to me that I've read multiple times is by John Gordon, and it's The Energy Bus. And I think that's a quick, great read as well. And I think those two books could definitely be on everyone's list.
Well, my book is Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Yeah, that's a great book.
Yeah.
Keep it on that list. Yes.
Best advice you've ever received?
I would probably have to say don't give up.
Don't give up.
Yeah, don't give up. I would
Did I say that this morning?
probably.
One word for your current season.
Gratitude.
Gratitude. Yeah, that's amazing. That's a big thing. Gratitude. If you don't have gratitude, it's a tough thing to go through life.
Definitely, that negative monologue will definitely take over pretty quick without gratitude.
What are you excited about next?
Next is I have an opportunity to work with a few organizations over the summer here, and hopefully that'll grow to some more opportunities with executive coaching. So helping executive level, kind of, again, what we spoke about earlier is support and advice and upping the level in organizations through their staff and trickle down. And then my keynote speaking opportunities starting in May. Nice. And going forward. So yeah.
Congrats.
Thank you.
So before we wrap this up, what do you want listeners to remember from this conversation?
I would love for people to remember that no matter where you are in your journey, you're not alone on your journey. You are definitely not alone. And to quote some advice that was given to me, and to quote the great Jim Valvano, is don't give up, don't ever give up.
Yeah.
I love him. Check out the 93 SB speech. I love that speech. I watch it regularly. But yeah, definitely know that they're not alone on their journey.
Awesome. And where can people find you? And do you have contact information if they have a need for your service or want to connect?
Or a reminder that they're not alone.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. So my email is jacqueline@powell2empower.com. My website is powell2empower.com. And along with Facebook, Instagram, all of those, everything is Powell to Empower. I was very fortunate that there wasn't another one out there yet.
Awesome. So there you go. Miss Jacqueline Powell from Powell to Empower. She's here. If you have any questions for her, she'll be